The Yule's days are long gone. We're seeing much more of these boots of travel, BKB, going like Shivas, Daedalus, things like that. You were talking about Somnus going for the Falcon Blade. We've seen other players buy Soul Ring to keep that mana regen going. So definitely going to keep our eyes open for GPK's Lina as we get ourselves out onto the map for game one.
Yeah, Somnus definitely one of the more greedier Linas I've seen in a while. Going for Falcon Blade into Boots of Travel, then getting a BKB. I've seen Linas, if it's necessary, if they want to hit a certain timing, go for Soul Ring straight into BKB.
Yeah, it gives them that mana sustaining and team fighting ability. Outsiders with a long smoke move, going all the way through that bottom jungle into dire triangle, it looks like. Yamich leading the charge. Well, this takes me back. Reminds me of the Screen Squad days and the Godblack days with these 5-man smokes roaming into a target. Faith Beyond is spotted by the ward. Poison comes, but a great avalanche from Xinkyu. Tries to hold the back, but the ice shards are there. Trapping the couple inside for GPK to come in and slay the keeper.
This one's gonna be a scorcher.
Why? We'll get out of trouble. But this should potentially beat Devorded, because it was an aggressive move from Outsiders. Who got the first blood? Oh, it was Lina, of course.
Of course it was.
You want to give it to Lina anyway. And he is bringing something, so instead of saving for bottle, getting full magic wand.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
The battle begins.
Well, he's going to be up against that Winter Wyvern, right? Spamming out split blasts and keeping things going in that lane. And good stats as well for GPK. We'll wander across into their side lanes as well. GPK in that mid 1v1 against nothing to say. Very high skilled players. Both of them trying to head into that bottle reasonably quickly. Like you said, probably Lina favored. Light Strike Array and Dragon Slave.
Alright.
Security on the range creeps.
Outsiders, aggressive tri-lane, keeping Doom here bottom alone against Tiny and Keeper of the Light. So DM will need to play a little bit more careful here. Tusk in a tri-lane is extremely strong once they hit level 2 with Torrent, with an extra heal coming out from Dazzle. This is, I'd say, good response from Outsiders.
Yeah, coming and playing aggressively into the bear. Gee, might lose their Marcy here. The shards and the poison touch keep the damage going. And Yeet, he's completely out of position. Tries to rebound, does get it over the top of the bear. Well done by Armade to put his unit there, allowing the jump into tier 1.
Spirit Bear does have 490 move speed when you cast Rebound.
Oh, really? God, he's speedy, isn't he?
Yeah, those numbers are gonna get nerfed for sure. It's 45 movement speed at all levels.
It's pretty ridiculous. GPK 8-1. Slightly out ahead of nothing to say, but does have another wave coming into him. If he can get all this CS, he'll have a nice lead up against the Winter Wyvern. And did spend quite a bit of his HP, his resources, just battling away with him, as it looks like LGD going to bring the tri-lane top to match Outsiders. Keeper of the Light trying to blast down that pull across. Denies coming in, potentially, from Outsiders. Range creep, the important one. And that's the one they get.
They want to have Amazlon Druid against Doom, and because they TP'd first, Outsiders will do the same thing. Ramses already bottom, harassing both Bear and the Spirit Bear, and we can see two people rotating immediately.
Oh, they're coming into mid. The toss across, Xinkyu makes a name for himself in the mid lane, allowing nothing to say to battle GPK, pops the Water Rune and finishes off the Lina. With these lane rotations, they've left that mid lane wide open for a quick little move from the Tiny.
You need to pay attention, because you don't know if they're swapping the lanes, if someone's TPing, or if he's checking the rune, potentially ganking. So good move, allowing nothing to say to give him a little bit more advantage, because this hero doesn't have that much damage, doesn't have good attack animation compared to Lina, who does have more attack speed, more damage, so a bit difficult, and they needed to buff Winter Wyvern up somehow, and with this rotation from Tiny, pretty top-notch. And now he's even making some stacks, with Tiny being very efficient, because there's not much they can do right now. On the bottom lane, they have farm underneath the tower. Small camp is... that's not blocked. That's not it.
Yamich just looking down bottom, but DM up at top. Struggling against this Cottle Marcy. Being disposed back into Illuminate. He's got Salve and Stick though, and Boots arriving now, so he should be able to dodge some more of those blasts far more effectively.
Look how careful Ame is playing. Farming that stack that Jin Q made will resummon the bear. He is farming underneath the ward though, so outsiders are very aware of what's happening.
Yeah, it's giving up the lane to the Kunkka though, isn't it? Free farm for Ramses. Oh mate, trying to get what little he can, not wanting to show his face down there. This is all working out for outsiders, you reckon? This tri-lane that they're forcing? Oh, hang on a second, it's GPK getting found out by Yi again and disposed back into the Winter Wyvern. Oh god, up comes in with a shadow wave, but he doesn't save the Lina and he's put himself in harm's way now. Back behind the tier 1 and will be alright. But GPK dying twice in this laning stage. I was going to ask if outsiders feel comfortable with this, the way the tri-lane's working, but mid lane not going well for them.
This is something that PSG.LGD does extremely well, checking the 4-minute runes and also ganking both of the supports where they're ready to take a fight. Hakoda, PP. Oh, this is going to be another one. It's a level 2 Dazzle.
Well, yeah, LGD aren't laning bottom anymore. The bear comes in, Jinkyu and Yi both in that bottom jungle. They're roaming, they're ganking. This is the fastest I've seen a laning stage break down in a long time. What, 2-3 minutes in? We don't have this 2-1-2. We've got tri-lanes, we've got roaming Tiny, jungling Lone Druid. Yamich misses his shards in the mid lane, but you can see GPK very skittish. Trying to play defensively under his tower, not happy with the way that these LGD heroes are rotating into his mid lane all the time.
And every single time lane is pushed, Ame will come back to the lane, farm it up, while two supports holding hands together for PSG.LGD and try to make something happen.
Well, the CS, of course, Lina is up at the top still, so even with a couple of deaths, out-farming the Winter Wyvern just through that raw, natural hero power. Kunkka, 31 and 15, stacking up the denies on Ramses. Got his phase boots done, and we can only expect that armlet, maybe the BKB to come out afterwards. He's got a bracer first. Just that little bit of tankiness. Give him the potential to maybe play aggressively now. He's hit level 6. And Lone Druid back up to top lane. Swapping things around again, LGD, as the Keeper of the Light is jungling at this point. That they're so good at adapting and finding these weird pockets of area on the map that they can call their own. Again, we're just not seeing this natural laning phase. They're being forced.
There is no laning phase.
Yeah, there isn't.
Lone Druid back to the top lane, jungle Keeper of the Light, while Y is blocking any kind of aggression that outsiders could potentially make. The only one who's been consistent, I would say, was Kunkka. He started top but TP'd bottom and has been here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, outside of the mid laners who are just planted in the mid. Well, Hand of Midas not too far away for DM. He's got his 33 last hits, Devour level 3, so he's stacking up the gold, counting coins. LGD spread pretty wide across the map, and they've got some very defensive wards on their side of the river, but they've also got this one into the Radiant Triangle, and looking towards any potential stacks that are being built up for the Kunkka. Obviously one of the better heroes with Tidebringer to come in and clear Ancients very early on.
Because they were moving so much, there are no stacks being made in the triangle. Lone Druid still on the top, does have phase boots completed, going into Mask of Madness next. This hero hits extremely early timing with just Mask of Madness, then getting a Deso, which will open up the Roche for them. Fate Beyond not being greedy on Keeper of the Light. This is off-lane Keeper of the Light, but wants to finish off Spirit Vessel. A bit different than when you play Keeper of the Light, because you want to get the Boots of Travel first.
From the mid lane, yeah.
Yeah, a little worried for outsiders' ability to initiate a fight, especially post like 15-20 minutes, because Lina's not that hero, and neither is like Kunkka can do it with X mark the spot, but their lineup is really good at counter initiating with Snowball, Grave, like both, and then trying to take a fight.
Yeah, like a Blink, War Stomp from the Doom. You don't necessarily want to be doing that as the primary form of initiation unless you have perfect vision or a perfect target to go on. Of course, that won't come until a little bit later on when he does get the money coming in from his Midas and Devour. Neutral items all being picked up by outsiders, though. As the little Wild Wing sends the tornado towards the Doom. Sitting defensively mid. Hakura gets initiated on by Yi and nothing to say. Can he get off a Grave? No. Doesn't even have it leveled up yet. Shadow Wave doesn't keep him safe, and now Snowball back towards the neutral creeps. Yamich still being hunted down by LGD, and a double kill for the Winter Wyvern as they snap into action. All of a sudden, LGD flick the switch and say, right, we're ready to play here. Kunko will catch Jinkyu bottom though. The boat crashing on him, and the Tidebringer slapped down. Don't know what Yi can do. Try, I suppose, but didn't have the backup quite fast enough.
A bit of a difficult kill to get there on Kunkka. A problem for outsiders is going to be that both supports are extremely underleveled. Level 3, 9 minutes in. Dazzle doesn't even have a point in Shallow Grave.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, I can get the Grave off. No, he's level 3. Doesn't have it yet. Marcy going to see a couple of stacks in this bottom jungle, but the Snowball, X-Mark, so many ways here for outsiders to catch and kill. Backup arrives though, as LGD brings Jinkyu and Faith Pian and the toss back, aiming Kunkka. Spirit Vessel's there completed, and the jump in with a rebound. Some good shards, but the blinding light pushes him back into the waiting arms of the Disposer Marcy. And still no Grave for the Dazzle means the Kunkka falls flat, and Hakura gonna get hunted down in the trees. The Tumbler's Toy toss back, Jinkyu finds the angle, and there we go, a double for Faith Pian.
This Tumbler's Toy allowing him to get good initiation twice, and also having a Windlay, so a bit extra movement speed there on top of it. I was surprised that they decided to go for Kunkka. I thought they're not going to have enough damage to kill it, but with no boat. And now, on the bottom lane, they will start to put some tower pressure. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Ame continues to farm up. Doom is available, but he needs +1.
Oh yeah, he needs a bit of help. The Catapult Wave is arriving bottom, but it's a wave too late. Maybe they can defend it and keep that push going. But up here, Ame finishing off the Mask of Madness will be delivered out on the courier in a few seconds. He can just continue farming to his heart's content in that jungle. Is it at all surprising that the two offlaners here are the top net worth, Doom and Kotl? Both very heavy farmers, aren't they?
It's one of those games where a lot of people are swapping lanes, and then you end up on top of the net worth.
Yeah.
Doom. He's going to be okay.
Claws, not going to get any more.
But the rest of the team is connecting. Nothing to save. Witchblade done. Jinkyu smoked. 437 move speed. And with that Tumbler's Toy, places an Observer Ward, so that's going to give him good vision. He knows he's here.
Yeah, they've scanned him. They know he's still back in the trees. The TP cancelled out. Jinkyu, right on time, arrives to kill off DM.
And this should be the tower. Outsiders, they have, other than Lina, very bad heroes at defending the towers. GPK was thinking about getting Boots of Travel on Lina, soldering into pots, but understands that he needs to do something. They might be overran, so going for BKB next.
There's that tier 1, unlocking the triangle, which Arme is going to come and farm, take away a slice of that pie that outsiders would have been saving for a rainy day. Faith Pian aiming towards Ramses again. It's Kunkka. He's meant to be a tanky hero, but look at how quickly
100 move speed on him.
He can't move, and he just loses like 800 HP in a blink of an eye. Good Grave TP, though, should get him back to Fountain. The Spirit Vessel in the final touch. He dies before he lands.
Absolutely beautiful from PSG.LGD, understanding just how much damage they need to get on this Kunkka, even with the boat. The Solar Bind, like one level in Solar Bind is what allows you to get a kill. He was not moving. I said 100 move speed. Witchblade plus Solar Bind. Nothing to say. Already around the mid lane. Does have that double damage in bottle.
And now the Dominoes topple. Lone Druid from top through triangle into mid. And look, they're just straight down towards bottom lane, aren't they? Tier 1 after tier 1.
This is dead tower. They need to run away from it there, and GPK immediately TPs out.
Do not defend. GPK under dire vision does get spotted, so they know, LGD know absolutely there is no defense being made down bottom lane.
Two supports still level 5 on outsiders. Like, if you think about Tiny being underleveled, you don't care that much about if Tiny's not having a good game, because it doesn't matter if it's Toss level 1 or 2, if Avalanche is like 1 level less, but on Tusk it really matters. If he's not level 6, on Dazzle you want to have your like Shallow Grave, more points in it. And Ame is gonna solo push this tower.
Yeah.
LGD pretending that they're behind him.
Well,
Because he's playing super aggressively, and now they make a move on mid.
that's the thing, they saw the Lina, right? So they know there's no one bottom. They can go into Ramses, and here he unleashes. Snowball there towards nothing to say. Still trying to catch up to this Kunkka with a solar bind. TP out from Yamich. Always cursed, caught out, and Ramses pummeled down by White. Oh, a little Tusk dead as well. LGD starting to run away with this. And like you were saying, the low levels on the supports, is that now a failure, considering the tri-lane and the lane moving around from outsiders?
Oh, they're baiting with the rune. Why? What a play.
How's he done that?
He saw Doom coming because they do have an observer ward. He knows something was cooking and decided to show up when Doom came into his vision. Disposed, takes a rune. PSG.LGD, they're on another level. This game looked very even because GPK and Ramses do have a lot of farm on their heroes. Plus, you also have extra gold from Devour. You do have gold from Hand of Midas. But in terms of this game being even, it's not even close. Outsiders, they can't make an aggressive move. They're going to probably wait for BKB on Ramses and then try to take a fight. Double BKB, Lina, Kunkka, try to do something.
Yeah, you can talk about net worth and item progression all you want, but LGD have been the ones controlling the map. Macro gameplay is. It's just from outer space. Now, I've seen a couple of posts on Reddit talking about the stats, the win rates of different regions, and they're all like, yeah, we've kind of separated LGD from China because, yeah, they're from that region, but they're so damn good, we've got to put them in their own category.
Yeah, we have 7 regions.
Yeah.
6 plus LGD.
Pretty much.
Because they're not from this planet. That's how they play Dota. Deso about to be done. They will try to go and potentially get a pick-off, play top part of the map, so they're closer to Roshan and transition that into Rosh.
And now onto DM. Jinkyu and nothing to say. Play from the trees. He tries the War Stomp Infernal Blade, but he's still dying to this Winter's Curse and Arctic Burn. Nothing to say on a mega kill streak.
Dazzle not close enough to use the Shallow Grave. That was a shift Shadow Wave, so he gets it immediately off. Why? Can he get the rebound off?
Ooh, not quite. Good chain stuns from outsiders. Kill on a support. Yeah, still a kill. Bit of XP, bit of gold. Maybe it slows down LGD's aggression. Now, especially with Ramses getting his BKB.
They will have triple BKB on outsiders. They need to win the next fight. If they lose the next fight, that's a really bad sign. We still haven't seen Doom being used because both supports were very underleveled, mostly rotating between mid and bottom lane. Scan, they know someone's hiding in the trees.
GPK's, is he just going to solo die
He's dead.
here? Jinkyu just jumps in. Lina dead. Yes, you can laugh about it all you want, but 45 seconds with no Lina now. And you were just saying this is meant to be one of the pivotal moments for outsiders with all their BKBs starting to roll in. They need to pick up momentum some way, somehow, but an incredibly difficult prospect for them. Maybe a Smoker's 4 from the mid lane. Ramses clears the wave, but yeah, they're not comfortable to go making any moves without the Lina. Vision game, as always, from LGD has been top-notch. You see, how many sentries can we count from outsiders? I don't think they've caught many observer wards, but there's like 7 sentries out there on the map.
Yeah, it feels very inefficient.
A lot of gold wasted and expended.
Into Savage Roar, beautiful execution.
Catch the Kunkka, kill him off. Hakuda again, just out of place, can't get the grave.
And that's Roche. 40 seconds without Kunkka. You know that he doesn't have a BKB. Without him, when I say BKB doesn't have buyback, without him, they really can't contest this. And they also don't have the heroes like a Clockwork that could potentially go in, steal Aegis. This is getting really rough for outsiders.
Yeah, it's at that point in the game where, you know, we've seen from LGD any pairing of hero, the Wyvern Tiny or the Lone Druid Marcy, these heroes can make plays on the map together, find a kill, make a push happen, whereas it really feels like outsiders need every single hero there. They need a 5-man fight or nothing at all. With no Kunkka, can't fight. No Lina, can't fight.
With their heroes, it's almost impossible to get. Yamich holding onto Philosopher's Stone, trying to farm a Blink Dagger, so that's going to be a sort of initiation, but also another way of saving tool, which might be a bit too difficult to execute considering the all displacement tools with Tiny Stoss, with Dispose on top of it.
Still a chance for Outsiders to maybe outplay, get a good team fight under their belt. They've got the ability to catch and kill with Kunkka, Doom. Great ways to jump onto a target and kill them off, especially if it's a Wyvern or a Cottle.
Outsiders not having a good read where PSG.LGD is at the moment.
Yeah.
Finally, Ame on top of the network, because Fate Beyond was holding that for a very long time. Drums, Force Staff, Full Spirit Vessel, level 15 on him.
And LGD's got that Martian tech, right? It's not map hack. They just know. They see into the future. Got a very good feel of what Outsiders are doing. Cottle.
Force Staff, can he do it?
Let's see. Light Striker Ray hit. The disposed. Still with the Laguna Blade. GPK blows up the Cottle, but Yamich, he's rolled straight into the middle of them. Gives them a freebie.
That's his Blink Dagger. He got last hit, 500 gold, holding that Philosopher's Stone. We still have not seen Doom.
Yeah, we haven't.
19 minutes in.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself a Blink Dagger. 200 gold away now for DM. Devour off cooldown, but he can't use it because Ame shows up in the lane. There's an angry bear there right in front of you, tier 2. Outsiders will have everybody alive in a second. A boat, Laguna Blade, not the longest of cooldowns, so maybe they could go for another crack at this team fight against LGD. Oh, is Jinkyu hiding in the trees down south? Yeah, he's waiting in that little tree line, looking to jump, but the...
Quiet, Gary, he's gonna find him.
They
showed.
Jump the
He's
Lina.
dead.
Once they jump the Lina
Oh!
now, he misses the avalanche. Oh, a chance for Outsiders now for the turnaround. They can come in from that top side. They did a smoke in here. They're looking for the angle, and they doom the Wyvern. Good catch, only nothing to say. The toss back, Ramsey sent in towards them, but the Savage Roar pushes him out. DM is BKB'd up and sprinting away as Outsiders kill 2, but they want to bail. This Lone Druid Bear, Laguna bladed down, GPK. He destroys the Spirit Bear, while Faith Beyond will focus Yamich. The Grave and the Heal, the Snowball, and, well, Blink Dagger ready means Yamich will survive.
Nice done.
Jinkyu in again. Blows up Hakuda, but X mark. No Torrent. And no follow through from Outsiders.
Good fight for Outsiders. Being able to get that first Doom on Wyvern, and no real saves coming out. The fight was already split. I thought Jinkyu was going to be able to jump in and get the initiation on Lina into Savage Roar, something that they've done before. But yeah, a little... not executed perfectly, which means that those 3 BKBs from Outsiders finally coming into a play.
Yeah, it gives them something. Wind beneath their wings. Opportunity to fight again. LGD wants to try and close this one out, though. Still holding Aegis for a minute and a half. Another tier 2 tower. Outpost bottom can be claimed. It's already been claimed, sorry. And they're thinking about the high ground. This Lone Druid with a sidekick on the bear. Look at him just munching away at
250
buildings.
damage on him.
It's gone. The Torrent will slow him down a little bit, but he moves straight towards the melee barracks. Ramsey's looking for the X. Who's he going to focus? There's a resummon on the bear in 5 seconds, so even if they kill it once, it will come back again.
And Fate Beyond has been using Chakra Magic on Bear to lower the cooldown. It's like using it on Terrorblade's meta, because Bear is his ulti.
Yes.
You can think of meta as ulti, but yeah, still works with Chakra Magic.
That's a good point. Nothing to say. He's got Aghanim Scepter, 100 gold away, basically. Such a good item up against these tanky strength heroes, the Doom, the Kunkka. Outsiders smoke with only 3 members. And another situation where it feels like they're desperate to get something. They want one hero to show in the mid lane. They want a single, isolated target that they can jump on. But LGD, they're all holding hands. They're on a family vacation up top lane.
Every single tier 2 tower already gone. Now the map becomes even more difficult for Outsiders to play.
And look at that dire vision as well. The one down in that bottom jungle sees them. They'll get up here with their own vision, Yamich. Sentry, spotted. Jinkyu tosses him down. Snowball will only delay the inevitable. Oh, maybe not. A good blink out from Yamich, and the Ice Shards blocks them. So he does make his swift escape back up to high ground, but Yi is having nothing of that. He places a sentry for the flash of vision. Lone Druid back up to barracks. DM tries to get in with an Infernal Blade, but a toss back into the middle. forced the BKB war stop, but bashed up, stunned, and killed off. No buyback on Doom, and Lena trying to hold her ground here. Blows up Yi's Marcy, forced to BKB herself. Pummeling into Jinkyu with that Chrysalis and the right-click attack damage coming out of Lena, but that Winter's Curse, the reset button. LGD got what they came for.
They want to disengage. Forcing a buyback and getting damage done. Melee barracks gone. Also, thing to point out, Jinkyu, he does not have a point in tree grab. This might be the first time I'm seeing it, because he does go for stats instead. I guess he just wants to be more tanky.
Yeah, I guess he's the one that's breaking vision, jumping in first. Interesting though, even 1 point in tree grab seems like a value point.
Usually on these position 4 tinies, we do see level 1 tree grab recently.
Yeah, we do. But I guess with no laning stage, he was never trading
never
with anyone.
In the lane, exactly. Every single rune is controlled by PSG.LGD. I've seen Wyvern having like 3-4 arcane runes, haste rune, multiple double damage runes.
It's been a tough one for GPK. Oh, look at that, an ethereal blade for the Keeper of the Light. That's going to condemn one of these.
He's too farmed. It's illegal to be this farmed as offlane Keeper of the Light.
He's ahead of the Lena, who has boots of... that's just not boots of travel, but the ability to flash farm and shove out waves. She's got brown boots. Chrysalis, Dragonlance. I'm so used to seeing boots of travel on Lena, so yeah, surprised. GPK never grabbed it up.
It's too expensive, considering how the game's going. I don't think you can invest into boots of travel. It would be a waste of 2,000 gold.
Just trying to scale as quickly as possible. Oh, look at them. They're all lined up for it. Yamich is spotted, Savage roared, and they've got the curse on Lena. Down to half HP immediately. The bear just rips apart the tusk. Oh man, this is not a bar fight brawl that you can battle in as Yamich or the outsiders. Ome gets a double kill, and Hakuda slowed by the Arctic Burn, pummeled by Jinkyu. It looks like this game coming to a close.
They potentially have one more fight. No buyback on Lena, no buyback on Tusk, nor Dazzle. So this is going to be a set of barracks. Setsu, the bear, dealing way too much damage.
Yeah, shout out to Setsu. Tier 3 tower. Yeah, tower protection. Backdoor regen. Doesn't matter, does it?
Sidekick, drums.
Oh, they've got a catch. Winter Wyvern is doomed and boated. Force staff not going to save him. Jinkyu will get the 2-man Avatos in there, and Yi does jump back towards Ramses, focusing DM's Doom at the same time, and Ramses' BKB TP will complete. Successfully back to Fountain.
Nothing to say, wants to close it out. After being doomed, uses buyback. He's like, I don't give a crap anymore. I just want to end this game.
Put them out of their misery. Take the buildings.
Because he's been Doom's target every single time. And now to the mid lane they go. It's range barracks. Fate Beyond will pop that charge of drums. And back to the bottom lane they go. Doom does have a buyback, but no Doom available.
One last chance for outsiders to show us what they've got. See if they can make it happen. Yeah, Killon, nothing to say here. Could maybe turn the tables. Did just buy back, but his Aghanim Scepter allows that free pathing to fly over Ramses. He's gonna go to the shop and buy something. What's he doing? Nothing to say, just hiding in the trees. They toss back the Kunkka. He's feared and caught and held in place, disposed back
catch
in.
him.
Laguna Blade's there. They're focusing the Wyvern, nothing to say, about to die, and they grave up Yamich. Outsiders, maybe with a chance now, but Kunkka dead for a minute, and the rest of their heroes crumbling. Lone Druids come out here, and they'll Savage Roar, Entangling Claws, kill off the Lena, and GG's called.
PSG.LGD is just very difficult not to crack, not just in this tournament, in the DPC. They did have a couple of losses, but feels like they came here to play. Also at the Riyadh Masters, this team just looked one level above everyone else.
1 level? 2, 3, 4 levels? There's some ridiculous
stuff.
It was
difficult. How quick they adapt, because there was an aggressive tri-lane from outsiders, and they immediately swap things out. They TP, so do outsiders.
Yeah.
And then they mess things up, because